Most people think their dog only notices the obvious things: the sound of the food bowl, the leash hanging by the door, the treat bag opening, the car pulling into the driveway, your footsteps coming home. And yes, your dog notices all of that, but they notice much more than most people realize. Your dog is watching you every day in ways that are quiet, detailed, and deeply emotional. They notice your habits, your voice, your energy, your breathing, your routine, your mood, and even the tiny changes in your body language that other people might completely miss. You may think you are acting normal, but your dog may already know something is different. That is one of the most powerful things about living with a dog. They may not understand your words the way another person does, but they understand patterns. They understand feelings. They understand what normal looks like for you. And when that normal changes even slightly, your dog often notices before anyone else. Maybe you had a stressful day and tried to hide it. Your dog still stared at you longer than usual. Maybe you were feeling sad, but you smiled in front of everyone. Your dog still stayed closer to you that night. Maybe you were getting sick before you even realized it, and your dog suddenly became more gentle or more attached. Maybe you were about to leave the house, and before you touched the keys, your dog already knew. To your dog, you are not just a person moving through the house. You are the center of their world. They study you because you matter to them. They learn you because your life shapes theirs. They notice you because love, in a dog's language, often looks like attention. So today, let's talk about 10 things your dog notices about you before anyone else. Some of these may surprise you. Some may make you smile, and some may help you understand just how closely your dog has been loving you all along. The first thing your dog notices about you is your mood. You may think you are hiding it well. You may come home, put your bag down, say a few normal words, and pretend everything is fine. But your dog is not only listening to the words, they are reading the energy underneath them. They notice if your voice is flatter than usual. They notice if you move slower. They notice if your shoulders are heavy. They notice if you sit down without your normal rhythm. They notice if your smile does not reach your eyes. They notice if the room feels different because you feel different. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to emotional patterns. They know what you are like when you are relaxed, excited, playful, tired, annoyed, peaceful, or sad. And when your mood changes, they may respond in their own quiet way. Some dogs come closer. Some sit across the room and watch you carefully. Some put their head on your lap. Some bring a toy, not because they are being silly, but because toys are comfort in their world. Some simply follow you more than usual, as if they are trying to keep track of your heart. Your dog may not know why you are upset. They do not understand work problems, money stress, arguments, deadlines, or the private worries you carry. But they understand that something inside you feels different. And for a bonded dog, that difference matters. That is why your dog may notice your sadness before other people do. Humans often wait for explanations. Dogs respond to presence. They do not need a full story to know that you may need them near. The second thing your dog notices is your voice. Your dog may not understand every sentence you say, but they understand tone better than many people think. They know the difference between your happy voice, your tired voice, your angry voice, your gentle voice, your playful voice, and your worried voice. This is why your dog may react before they even understand what you are saying. You can say the same words in 2 different tones and your dog may respond completely differently. A warm, soft voice may make them relax. A sharp, impatient voice may make their ears lower. An excited voice may make their tail wag before they even know what is happening. Your voice is one of the emotional signals your dog uses to understand the world. They may notice when your voice becomes quieter because you are sad. They may notice when it becomes tense because you are stressed. They may notice when you speak too quickly because you are anxious. They may even notice when you are trying to sound normal but your tone still carries something heavy. And because your voice matters so much to them, it can become a source of comfort or confusion. A gentle voice can make your dog feel safe even in an unfamiliar place. At the vet, during a storm, or around a strange object, your calm voice can tell them, "You are okay." But a harsh voice from the person they trust most can hurt more deeply than you realize. Your dog listens to your voice because in their world, your voice often predicts what happens next. Food, walks, play, comfort, correction, affection, bedtime, leaving, returning. So much of their life is connected to the sound of you. The third thing your dog notices is your routine. Dogs are masters of patterns. They may not read clocks, but they read your life. They know when you usually wake up. They know what you do before feeding them. They know which shoes mean a walk and which shoes mean you are leaving without them. They know what it sounds like when you pick up keys. They know the difference between you going to the kitchen for coffee and you going to the kitchen for their dinner. Your dog studies these small details because routine gives them security. When life is predictable, dogs feel safer. They like knowing what usually happens next. And because you are the center of so many routines, your movements become meaningful to them. This is why your dog may stand up before you even call them. You reach for a jacket and they know. You close your laptop and they know. You turn off the television at night and they know bedtime is near. You walk toward the front door in a certain way and they know whether it is a walk, a quick errand, or a long goodbye. Sometimes your dog notices a routine change before anyone else does. If you come home late, they know. If you skip a walk, they feel it. If you wake up at an unusual time, they watch you differently. If your schedule changes for several days, they may become more clingy, confused, or alert. To us, routine is background. To dogs, routine is the map of their world. The fourth thing your dog notices is when you are about to leave. Many owners think their dog only reacts when they grab the keys or walk toward the door. But dogs often notice the leaving process much earlier. They may notice the change in your energy before you even stand up. They may notice the way you check your phone, move through the house, put on certain clothes, reach for a bag, or walk with a more focused pace. Your dog may already know you are leaving before you admit it. This is why some dogs become quiet before their owner leaves. Some follow more closely. Some sit near the door. Some lie on your shoes. Some bring a toy as if trying to change your mind. Some become anxious the moment they see a certain bag or jacket. They are not being dramatic. They have learned the pattern. To your dog, your departure is not just an event. It changes the whole feeling of the house. When you leave, the home may still have the couch, the food bowl, the toys, and the bed, but the person who gives it emotional meaning is gone. That is why your dog watches the small signs so carefully. They are trying to understand what is about to happen to their world. And when you return, they notice that too. They recognize your footsteps, your car, your keys, your scent, and your presence. To them, your return is not small. It is the world becoming complete again. The fifth thing your dog notices is when you are sick or physically different. Dogs have powerful senses, and they are also experts at noticing behavior changes. They may notice when you move slower, breathe differently, sleep longer, cough, avoid normal routines, or carry a different scent. Sometimes a dog may become more attentive before you even realize you are not feeling well. They may stay closer to your bed. They may follow you more gently. They may sit beside you instead of asking to play. They may rest their head near you. They may watch you with a softer expression. Some dogs become unusually quiet and protective when their owner is unwell. Your dog may not know the name of an illness. They do not understand what a fever is in human terms, but they understand that your body and behavior are not the same. And when they notice that change, many dogs respond with closeness. This is one of the reasons dogs can feel so healing when you are sick. They do not ask for explanations. They do not need you to act strong. They simply adjust to you. If you are moving slower, they may slow down. If you are resting, they may rest nearby. If your energy is low, they may become calmer. Of course, not every dog responds the same way. Some may still act playful because they do not fully understand. But many deeply bonded dogs notice physical changes quickly, and their response can feel almost protective. The sixth thing your dog notices is your stress. Stress has a rhythm. Your dog may not understand the reason, but they can often sense the signs. You may pace more, you may sigh more, you may speak faster, you may tense your jaw, you may sit in one place staring at nothing. You may become quieter. You may stop playing the way you usually do. You may smell different, move differently, or breathe differently. Your dog notices these things. Sometimes they react by coming closer. Sometimes they become restless because your stress makes the room feel unstable. Sometimes they watch from a distance, unsure whether to approach. Sometimes they bring you a toy, lick your hand, place a paw on your leg, or lean against you. Dogs are emotional mirrors in many ways. If you are tense, they may become alert. If you are calm, they may relax. If you are anxious for several days, they may start acting differently too. This does not mean you have to hide your stress from your dog. You are human. You will have difficult days, but it does mean your dog is affected by the emotional environment around you. A soft voice, a gentle touch, or a few minutes of calm connection can reassure them that even if you are stressed, the bond is still safe. Your dog does not need you to be happy all the time. They just need to know that your stress does not mean they have lost you. The seventh thing your dog notices is when you are paying attention to them and when you are not. Dogs know the difference between being near you and being truly noticed by you. You may be in the same room, but if your eyes are on your phone, your voice is distracted, and your body is turned away, your dog may feel the distance. They may walk closer, they may stare, they may bring a toy, they may place a paw on your knee, they may sigh and lie down nearby, still waiting. To your dog, your attention is part of love. This does not mean you must entertain them constantly. Dogs can learn patience, they can rest, they can have independent time, but they still notice when your attention disappears for long stretches. They notice when you look at them and smile. They notice when you say their name warmly. They notice when you put your phone down and scratch their head. They notice when you include them in ordinary life. A few small moments of attention can mean a lot. A gentle word when you pass by, a quick pet on the head, a short game, a walk where you let them sniff, sitting together without distraction. These things may seem small to you, but they can make your dog feel remembered. And for a dog, being remembered by their favorite person is everything. The eighth thing your dog notices is your body language. Dogs read bodies constantly. They notice posture, movement, speed, direction, hands, shoulders, eyes, and facial expressions. Because they communicate so much through body language themselves, they are naturally tuned into it. Your dog may notice if you are standing stiffly. They may notice if your hands move quickly. They may notice if you lean over them in a way that feels intense. They may notice if you turn away, crouch down, open your arms, or soften your face. Small changes that humans ignore can be meaningful to dogs. This is why your dog may approach you differently depending on how you stand or move. If you kneel and open your hand, they may come closer. If you bend over them suddenly, they may step back. If your body is relaxed, they may relax. If your body is tense, they may become careful. Your body tells your dog a story before your words do. This is also why dogs often know when something is wrong even if you say you are fine. Your mouth may say one thing, but your posture says another. Your dog watches the whole picture, and when your body language becomes safe, gentle, and predictable, your dog learns to trust you more deeply. The ninth thing your dog notices is who treats you well and who makes you uncomfortable. Many dog owners have experienced this. Their dog acts differently around certain people. Sometimes the dog warms up quickly to someone kind, calm, and respectful. Other times, the dog becomes watchful, hesitant, or protective around someone whose energy feels different. Dogs notice how people move around you. They notice tone. They notice tension. They notice whether you relax around someone or become uncomfortable. They may not understand human relationships, but they can often sense emotional changes in you when certain people enter the room. If you become tense, your dog may become alert. If you laugh and relax, they may relax too. If someone speaks loudly or moves unpredictably, your dog may stay closer to you. If someone makes you feel safe, your dog may be more willing to trust them. This does not mean dogs are perfect judges of character in a magical way. Dogs can misread situations too, but they are observant. They pay attention to the emotional effect people have on their favorite human. To your dog, protecting you does not always mean barking or standing guard. Sometimes it means watching the room, staying close, and checking your face to see if you are okay. The 10th thing your dog notices is how much they matter to you. This may be the most emotional one. Your dog notices whether you make space for them in your life. They notice whether you greet them when you come home. They notice whether you speak kindly when they make mistakes. They notice whether you include them in quiet moments. They notice whether your hands are gentle. They notice whether you are patient when they are afraid. They notice whether you still love them when they are messy, tired, old, or not as easy as before. They may not think about it in human words, but they feel the pattern. If your dog feels valued, they relax into your life. They trust your voice. They choose your presence. They bring you their joy. They come to you when they are scared. They sleep near you. They wait for you. They look at you with that soft expression that says more than words ever could. But if a dog feels ignored, pushed away, or unwanted, they feel that too. They may still love you because dogs are incredibly forgiving. But deep inside, they notice the difference between being owned and being loved. Your dog does not need expensive things to feel important. They need kindness. They need consistency. They need attention in small, meaningful moments. They need to know that in your busy human life, there is still a place for them. And when they feel that, their whole world becomes safer. So yes, your dog notices the food bowl, the leash, the treats, and the door. But they notice something deeper too. They notice you. They notice the parts of you that other people may miss. They notice your quiet sadness, your tired walk, your stressed breathing, your changed routine, your gentle voice, your distracted days, your relaxed moments, your fear, your comfort, your love. They notice because they are attached to you. They notice because their life is built around yours. They notice because to them you are not ordinary. You are their safe place, their routine, their family, their center, and that kind of attention is a form of love. So the next time your dog looks at you a little longer than usual, follows you more closely, rests their head on your lap, or sits quietly beside you when you are not feeling like yourself, do not brush it off as coincidence. Maybe they noticed something. Maybe they noticed your heart was heavier than your words. Maybe they noticed your body needed rest before you admitted it. Maybe they noticed you were about to leave before you touched the keys. Maybe they noticed you needed comfort before anyone else did. Your dog may not speak, but they are listening to your life every day, and in their quiet, loyal, watchful way, they may know you better than almost anyone. Because your dog does not just see what you do, they feel who you are.